He may be tiny, but the young bloke you're about to meet has a huge heart. Leo Lagana is 9 years old, yet he's only 79 centimetres tall. That's the size of your average 1-year-old. Leo has an extremely rare condition called primordial dwarfism. Unlike more common forms of dwarfism, his body is in perfect proportion. It's just that it's so very small. Most kids like him are lucky to survive into their teens, and very few live past 30, all of which can be pretty scary. But Leo's not sitting around feeling sorry for himself, no way. Instead, he's off on a grand adventure with his family, a trip that will provide hope and comfort for this plucky little boy. Lake Illawarra near Wollongong is home to the Lagana family. Parents John and Pauline and their children, 23-year-old Lucy, 17-year-old Matthew and young Leo.
Hello. Bachelor!
But he's by no means the baby of the family.
Aya!
You see, Leo is 9 years old and he's the smallest boy in Australia. At 79 centimetres tall and just 10 kilos, he's the same size as a 1-year-old.
He looks like a toddler. Up until about last year, he looked like a newborn. I used to take him out shopping. I remember one lady stopped me once and she said, "Oh, new baby." And Leo smiled and all the perfect little teeth were there. And she said, "Oh, not so new."
I get primordial dwarf. I'm a primordial dwarf.
You're a primordial dwarf. What does that mean?
It means I'm a dwarf.
What's caused Leo to be so little is a medical mystery. Who's your favourite Mr. Man?
Mr. Strong.
Mr. Strong. Is that you? There was no family history, no warning signs. Show me your muscles. All the Lagana family knows is that primordial dwarfism is an extremely rare genetic disorder. Give me 5. High five.
The odds of 2 people conceiving a child like this is 1 in 130 million. So it's very, very rare.
That's extraordinary.
Very, very rare. Both parents carry the faulty gene and they pass it on to the child.
Primordial means that from the first time Leo was measured in the womb, he was clearly undersized. At birth, he weighed just 3 pounds 6. That's about 1.5 kilos. And he was 38 centimetres long. The early years of his life was his biggest growth spurt. At 2, he'd reached 67 centimetres and 7 kilos. But since then, he's grown at just over 1 centimetre a year and is now half the size of an average 9-year-old. As well as the challenges posed by his size, there's serious health risks too.
Can I show you how to wash my hands? Yep.
Leo's veins are so small, he's at constant risk of having a stroke.
So he's got this robust, gregarious personality.
Attitude.
But his body's quite fragile.
He is. Medically, yes. He could be a ticking time bomb.
Bring me your clear plastic bag. That's got to be handy all the time because it's got to go through customs.
For years, Leo has been the only primordial dwarf in Australia.
Okay, so we got everything?
Isolated and starved of information, the family is heading to America to learn more about his condition.
This your hand luggage, mate. It's bigger than you.
No, but we're going to America 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yep.
That is going to be excellent.
Excellent.
A 3-week trip to America.
Yep.
What else are you going to do there?
Well, have fun.
Of course you're going to have fun.
Stay with my family, be nice with my family, and I like my family.
Thank you, Leo. Give me a big hug.
I love my family. Let's go.
You right, mate?
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the Laganas to get valuable medical advice about Leo's
I
health.
don't need your help.
And just as importantly, an opportunity for him to play with people his own size.
Gotta get in my car.
They feel left out, isolated. And Leo's got to be the most isolated of all, over here all on his own. And he's going to go there, and I want him to form lifelong relationships with these kids. I want him to be able to form a bridge with these kids.
The Little People Convention is an annual gathering of the world's smallest people. 1,000 dwarves of different types gather for a week to share information, get the latest medical news, and enjoy a whole lot of fun.
Everybody, group hug. Group hug.
For a few precious days, Leo is not the odd one out.
I was blown away. He just really felt at home.
That must make you feel good.
Oh, for sure. I feel like he finally belongs, because there was everyone else that he met, he only ever came up to their kneecaps.
Nick is my best friend.
Nick's a good guy, isn't he?
Yeah, look.
And just as Leo has made some friends here in New York, so too has Pauline.
Keep in touch.
I sure will.
Take care of yourself.
Finally in person. Now we can put a face to the emails. Hey. Thank you. We'll be in touch.
After years of fighting her battle alone, she's found a new family in this impressive group of parents.
It's always exciting to get those new ones and the parents, so we can really kind of plug them into what's happening with us and that you aren't alone.
And these kids just have a camaraderie. They just know they belong. They just know they belong, and it's just a wonderful, heartwarming feeling.
It's like you found a whole new family.
Oh, yes. A big extended family.
How we feel.
How tall are you?
3.5 feet.
3.5 feet.
Yeah.
Kristen Riley is proof these little people can live a full life.
And when people see you for the first time, how old do they think you are?
Maybe this, 7, 8 years old, maybe. Sometimes even 6, you know. And,
The fact is, Kristen is 27 years old, a fiercely independent young woman, proud of her small stature.
Well, we like people coming up to us and not staring or laughing or anything like that. People need to look at people's faces. They don't understand that.
Look you in the eyes.
Yes, look us in the eye. Exactly.
Kristen's an inspiration for every other primordial dwarf and their families. She hasn't let her size stop her living a normal life.
What do you talk about when you're amongst each other? What do you...
I don't know, different things, everything that everybody else talks about. Dancing, boys, everything. Clothes, shopping.
Okay, you brought it up. You mentioned boys. Any news?
I mean, everybody's looking for that special someone, whoever it may be. How big or short, I don't care.
Can I get a photo of you guys? Come on in. Come over this way.
It's fairly obvious these little people face plenty of challenges in this very big world.
1, 2, 3. Say cheese.
But spend some time with them, and you can't help but be captivated by these characters.
How old are you, Nick?
17.
You're 17. And you at school?
Yeah, boo.
Yeah? What do you like at school?
Cut woman.
Hot women?
Yeah.
Nick Walker is just about to graduate from high school. He's 3 feet tall with the spirit of a giant.
Can you do push-ups, can you? One arm? Get out. One arm, one leg.
But behind the big personalities, physically, primordial dwarves are vulnerable. At birth, parents are told their kids will be lucky to reach the age of 30. Most of them die young because of strokes and aneurysms. That's what happened to Kristen's brother Kevin, who was also a primordial dwarf. He died at the age of 24.
He was exactly like me. He was maybe 2 inches taller.
Right.
He was like 42 inches. I'm 40. So, and you know, we got along really well, and I love him so much, you know, but he died of a brain aneurysm, so.
Sounds so frightening. Do you worry about it?
I do every once in a while. Like when I turned 24, I was wondering, well, am I gonna be like my brother? Am I gonna die? And I'm like, you know what? I want to have, I want to go to the doctors, you know, I want to see what's in my head.
And what we've really tried to focus on over the last couple years after hearing stories like that and seeing this happen to families is we really are trying to be aggressive about going out and looking for these problems, and then once found, trying to treat them. I think that's a great way to put it, is preventive medicine has the potential to prolong his life.
Dr. Michael Bober is the world's leading primordial expert. He's discovered only recently that regular brain scans can save lives.
We might have lost 5 or 7 kids over the last year. And if we talk about there being 40, that's a huge fraction. And it looks like all of those children are going to be with us for at least the next couple of years, and we're going to keep looking and keep trying. And hopefully they'll all be living as long as you and me.
So what is your name?
Leo,
Leo.
8 years old.
Leo's his name. He's 8 years old. Give me a high five.
A week in the Big Apple has been life-changing for the Laganas.
Hey, little man, you look big now.
Little Leo leaves New York for Wollongong with a big future.
Hey there, buddy.
You've discovered some new hope, I think, since you've been here, haven't you?
Yep, it's like someone switched on the light and bathed the whole situation in light. It's good.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that?
Just to see how everyone else is going, you have an image of what the future holds for Leo.
And that future is?
Bright. Very bright.
Hello, I'm Sarah Arbo. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our Extra Minutes segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.